Let's go! After purchasing flights and arriving to Orgrimmar, Xanna was escorted by her new friend to a hut-looking building his family called home. "This is my house," she heard him say as her head began to hurt the more her stomach yelled at her. "Cool," was all she managed to say before she passed out from hunger. A little while later, when the girl had woke, she once again woke up with an orc in her face. However, it was not Akazil this time. "Holy shit, what the hell is that?" Izzy exclaimed as Xanna made a little squeak and fell off the couch she'd apparently been on. She muffled a greeting to the floor with her face. The orc that had been the cause of the problem only slapped his knee and pointed as he laughed at her. Xanna began to change a few shades of red as she got back to her feet, standing at attention as she tried to hide how flustered she was. "Dad, do you always have to terrify people when they wake up?" came the sound of Akazil's voice from just a little bit away from the two, sounding just as flustered and a bit irritated. "Dad, that thing is a person?" was the first thing Izzy had to say. "Of course he is. Not everything that looks like a monster is an it or a thing, you know," Xanna replied to her voice, rather sensitive to those words after being addressed as such for so long. Now, having been made felt like an ass, Izzy remained silent and let her body hostess have her peace with her new orc friend and his father. Upon looking closer, Akazil seemed to look exactly like his father, only with lighter skin and possibly different hair color. He wore a helmet, so Xanna wasn't sure what was under there. Though the father had raven black hair, she imagined Akazil as a blonde. And the image right here, the mental image, is like the Fabio Harlequin book covers. And he's got the long, blonde, flowing, masculine hair. The big, beautiful man booby pecs. That's stupid. At this little random thought bubble, Izzy pulled out a quill and a piece of paper, writing something down quickly. Noticing, Xanna peeked over her shoulder to read the paper, seeing her name, Akazil, and Akazil's dad on it. "Why are you," she questioned, looking at the top of the paper, reading, "People to kill." "Oh, cut it out," she said, snatching the paper and ripping it up. Izzy sighed and pouted. "Geez, gotta ruin all my fun," she said, ignoring Xanna staring blankly at her. Another thing, I just imagine these interactions in her head happening really quickly. "So you just gonna stand there all day and not say anything?" the two heard the older orc man say, staring at the blank face Xanna plainly. The girl began to change colors again and began to stammer. No, sir," she said, shaking her head profusely, then straightened up as much as she could and gave the man a salute. "Why the hell did I just do that?" "I was about to ask the same thing, but then I remembered that you're an idiot," Izzy said to embarrass Xanna even more so. "Do I have to sick raptors on you again?" The voice's eyes widened at remembrance of the raptors. "No," she squeaked out, shrinking and retreating into a dark part of Xanna's mind to be safe. The girl was satisfied with the quietness in her mind, well aware that it probably wouldn't last long, but still satisfied. "You gotta keep her here, son," she suddenly heard Akazil's father say as he chuckled and lightly nudged her with his elbow. Keeper? She pondered what he meant. "I think he means..." "So, how long have you and my son been dating? Do you plan to be married?" "Dating?" Xanna thought, turning several shades of red and pink again at the accusation. "If you do, which I'm sure you will because you look like that lovely type of girl, and I have raised my son in that way, otherwise I would break his legs, then you better have a lot of kids," the orc man continued, beaming at the two blushing teens. Of course, Izzy only rolled around on the floor of Xanna's mind in a laughing fit. "Dad!" Akazil exclaimed, steam fuming out of his helmet from how embarrassed his father had made him. "What? I want a lot of grandkids." "We're not dating. We're just friends," the young orc boy exclaimed to his father about the shade of Xanna's regular pink skin beneath his helmet. "Ah, I get it. Just friends," the elder orc replied, making air quotations and winking at his son. "I'll just leave you two just friends alone now." He made the air quotes again, laughing as he left the room. Akazil groaned, throwing his helmed face in his hands, sighing, then making his way for his not girlfriend. "I'm sorry about my dad," he muttered to her, not looking her in those beautiful dark yellow eyes of hers. "It's fine," she squeaked, blushing more.